Today we're going to go over how to adjust the Magnum tool-free adjustable stem. So, first things first, you'll notice on the left-hand side of the bike, there's this small release latch. That's a safety measure. What you're going to want to do is I use my thumb. It's got an arrow, so you never forget. Pull that towards the rider, okay? And then the stem will open up. Now from here, you have your two pivots here, as well as at the handlebars. And you can feel free to play around with this as much as you want for your comfort and style of riding. So it's going to pivot that way, as well as the handlebars, the fore and aft can change. Once you find a nice comfy position for yourself, what you're going to want to do, this is a 5mm Allen bolt. This is a little too loose for a safety measure. What you're going to want to do is tighten that up a good amount. You want to face a good amount of pushback when you finish locking that in place. And then you'll hear that click and you're good to go. So when the rider wants to adjust their stem to their preference, you can kind of approach it with two paths. If you're looking for a more comfortable ride, say where the tension is off of your lower back and your hamstrings, what you, the rider, can do is pull the stem at this pivot here towards yourself. That's going to give you that more upright positioning. And again, it's going to take pressure off of your lower back and your hamstrings and be a lot more of a leisure ride. Now, if you're looking to go for a more aggressive ride, really get a lot of miles in, get that heart rate up, what you can do is push that stem down. That's going to put you in a more athletic position. It's going to be more conducive for those long rides. Now, there's one caveat with the tool-free adjustable stem, and it is that it is inappropriate to put the stem straight vertical like that. Reason being is the latch will not lock in place, so it is a safety issue. So just bear that in mind. A much more appropriate position compared to this would simply be just to push it forward a little bit, and then it'll click in place and you're good to go. We're going to go over Magnum's tooled adjustable stem. The first thing we want to do here is loosen this bolt on the right hand side of the bike stem. That's a 5mm Allen bolt. Loosen that up. And then what you're going to want to do is get below the stem and loosen this bolt here. It's also a 5mm. So we'll loosen that up, back it up a good amount. Just be patient and watch your cables. And from then on, we can go up and down like that. And you hear those clicks. Those clicks are the ridges where that bolt is going to lock back into. And so we'll see here, I'll start to tighten this bolt again. And once I've got it pretty snugged, I'm going to use the opposite end of my wrench here. You can mind your cables. And tighten that up good and tight for this portion. Make sure you tighten that bolt back up nice and tight. Now we can also adjust the roll of the handlebars. You can see here we have our 4 faceplate bolts. These are also 5mm. We're going to loosen each one of those in a pattern like this. And from there on, we can also adjust the handlebars. Once you find a good position, go through and tighten them up in that same kind of pattern. We're going to go over the tooled adjustable stem on the all-new Magnum Summit. So you'll notice here, this is a pivot point for adjustability. That is a 6mm Allen bolt. So we're going to take a 6mm Allen wrench and loosen that up. You're going to have to back it up quite a bit. Okay. Now from here, we can adjust the stems fore and aft like so. Find the position that you're comfortable with. Start to snug that bolt back up. and then really tighten it up for your safety. Now, on the Summit, you can adjust the roll of the handlebars. The display here with the wiring can kind of obstruct your view, so roll that back, and here we have our faceplate and our faceplate bolts, these four here. Okay, we're going to want to loosen those, and these are a 4mm bolt. And from there, you can adjust that roll of your handlebars to your liking. So once you find a good position for yourself, we're going to begin snugging those bolts back up. We'll get them started, and again, get them nice and tight for your safety. And then push your display back up and adjust it to your liking.